Let's get right into it. How to achieve your first pull-up. My name is Elias Spurni and I'm a calisthenics athlete. This video is divided in 4 chapters. First, we are going to talk about technique. Second, we are going to talk about 3 main ways to train the pull-up. And then we are going to talk about what helped me to achieve my first pull-up. And lastly, I'm gonna give you guys a secret tip. So when we talk about technique of the perfect pull-up, you really want to start in the dead hang, okay? Then do a scapular pull-up, okay? And then just pull yourself up, okay? Therefore, because of the scapular pull-up, you really activate your lats. When we talk about grips, I like to do a monkey grip because monkey grip just is better for exercises like typewriter pull-ups. And I'm currently training typewriter pull-ups. So therefore I'm doing a monkey grip, but it's also a personal preference. I think like thumbs under bar is pretty good for beginners, okay? It gives you a pretty nice and tight grip, and therefore it's just better and easier to pull yourself up. Crossing your legs does not have an impact on your pulling strength and muscle activation and muscle growth. So therefore do it in any variation you like. So you can cross your legs, straighten your legs. Like just be careful when doing an L-sit. That's really hard, and therefore the muscle growth and muscle activation is higher. How wide should your grip be? For me personally, I like doing wide grips because of my typewriter pull-up journey. But it's also, again, personal preference, and every technique got ups and downs. Supinated, pronated. For me personally, I liked supinated in the beginning much more. It was much easier because you got a higher bicep activation, and therefore it was just easier for me. There are some people that like to do pronated more than supinated, and it really depends on your goal, okay? Supinated is not easier for everybody. So keep that in mind, and let's talk about the 3 main ways. The first main way is to train the pull-up with resistance bands. You just put a resistance band up your bar and use it as resistance. One disadvantage is actually you won't get that much resistance in the top half of the pull-up. Therefore, you don't train the full range of motion of the pull-up. It's mainly used in supersets, for example, doing like a body rows and then jumping straight into resistance band pull-ups. It really helps you to squeeze the last reps in and get to muscle failure quick. The second main way is to do easier progressions, like Australian pull-ups, door frame pull-ups. You really train the full range of motion with perfect form. It's also not that hard to pull yourself up because your leg is taking away much weight. The last main way to train pull-ups is really training the eccentric, so the negative part. The only problem is here, it really takes some strength to be able to hold the negative part. So studies have shown that you are about 2 times stronger in the eccentric phase than the concentric phase. So you are 2 times stronger in the negative phase than the concentric, so the up phase. But it also takes some strength for a beginner to hold or to be able to do a clean negative. But once you get strength, it is one of the best ways to train pull-ups. Because, as I said, studies have shown you are about 2 times stronger, and therefore it's much easier to get more volume in and more intensity. So now, what helped me? I built up my strength to a point where I could hold like a dead hang for 10 seconds, okay? But that was not my main goal, okay? So I didn't train the pull-up specifically with 3 main ways, so like with resistance band, with lower progressions. I just tried it, okay? And actually, for me personally, I think the pull-up is not that hard with really bad form, okay? But that is what helped me, okay, to do it with a bad form, okay, and then eventually progressing to a good form. And that's really a thing I want to talk about, and that's really including the secret tip. You can have a bad form at the beginning because you will get stronger and therefore you will reach a perfect form, okay? And that's really a like beginner mistake I see a lot, or not a mistake, every way is a way. So I'm not saying training it with resistance bands or if anything like that is bad. I'm just saying that like you can really reach the pull-up with perfect form with a bad form at first, okay? And actually for me, it was not that hard, okay? And I didn't do sports, I didn't do nothing, okay? But I could do it with a really bad form after just 3 months of training, okay? And that may sound a lot, but for me personally, if you really saw me, if you really know what what was my lifestyle, you really would understand it, okay? So really, you don't want to have the best form at the beginning, okay? You will progress so fast with a bad form to a good form, okay? And that's really just the thing that is like really ongoing in the calisthenics scene, and you can also transfer it to other skills, other things, okay? But yeah, that's just one thing. And also, one thing I want to say is that for me personally, I made a mistake. Once I could do a pull up, I really wanted to reach the mark of like 10 pull ups. Okay, I really wanted to reach 10 clean pull ups, but that was really my mistake. Okay, you won't get, just for an example, okay, you won't get good in front lever by training pull-ups, okay, and that was my mistake. I thought if you can do 10 pull-ups you will be the best at every skill, but that's not true, okay. You won't be good in front lever if you can't do, or if you don't train front lever specifically, okay. And that's also one thing that I want to say, because that was my mistake. I just like trained the pull up for 6 months. Okay, I made no progress, or like I made a little progress on pull ups, but that's it. Okay, that's really it. So don't focus too much on pull ups. Okay, even though if you can't do 3 pull ups, you can train other skills. Okay, there is not like this beginning. Okay, you can't train the back lever with only 3 pull ups. Okay, there is not really this mark. Okay, you don't need to have 10, 15, 20 pull-ups to train back lever, front lever, or anything like that. Okay, and that's just one thing that I noticed and I want to say, guys. Yeah, and that's really much it. So if you want to check out other tutorials on how to back lever or on how to one-arm handstand, these are right here. And yeah, leave a comment and a like down below, much appreciated, and see you.